Hi everybody, and welcome back to another crochet video. In this video I'm just going to show you how to finish off the top of your crystal wave blanket or scarf, or whatever way you have used the crystal wave stitch, because you will end up having a nice little wave when you have finished your project. So we need to straighten that off before we put a border on the blanket or the scarf or whatever you've made. Okay, so if you're all ready, grab your project, grab your hook, grab a cuppa, and let's get started. So everybody, this is the sample that I have worked, and as you can see at the on the last row we have our little waves going along here, so we need to straighten that out before we put any kind of a border on our blanket. So to do that, we're going to chain 2, which I have done, and turn your work. Now from here you're going to work a treble stitch into that first stitch where your chain is. Okay, so we work a treble stitch into there. We're going to work a treble stitch into this stitch. And then into our next stitch we're going to work a half treble stitch. So a half treble stitch is yarn around your hook, into your stitch, yarn around and pull through. You have your 3 like a normal treble stitch, yarn around again and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. We're going to skip this stitch, but we're going to work into our chain, and we're going to work just a double crochet stitch into our chain. Okay, we're going to move over and we're going to go into this stitch here, which was our double crochet stitch from the previous row, and we're going to work a treble stitch into there. Again, we're going to work another treble stitch into our next stitch. From there we're going to work a half treble stitch, we're going to skip the next stitch and we're going to do a double crochet stitch into our chain. As you can see, it is straightening out the top row. So into the base of the chain we're going to work a treble crochet stitch, into the next stitch another treble crochet stitch, and into our next stitch a half treble crochet stitch. So it's yarn around your hook, into your stitch, grab your yarn and pull through. You have 3, yarn around your hook again and pull through all 3 loops on your stitch or on your hook. We're skipping the next one, and into our chain we're going to work just a double crochet stitch. And as you can see, it's giving it a nice straight edge. And again, yarn around your hook, into your stitch, yarn around and pull through, yarn around and pull through 2, yarn around and pull through 2, and to the next stitch with a treble crochet stitch, into your next stitch with a half treble crochet stitch, and into your chain with a double crochet stitch. So it's 2 treble crochet stitches, a half treble crochet stitch, and a double crochet stitch, and continue on all the way down to the end of your row. So now you're down to the end of your row. You've worked a double crochet into your last chain. So again, you're going to put a treble crochet stitch into the next stitch, treble crochet stitch into the next 2 stitches, and into the last chain you'll put a treble crochet stitch as well. And now you can see the end of the row. You can see the row has all been straightened out and it's ready now for the border.